Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. Thank you for being here, whether you're first time or long time or cross watcher. Everybody, welcome all of the time. Alrighty, so let's get to the business of you. That's what this whole thing is about. That's what separates this tarot reading from all others. We are focusing on your capacity, your ability, your speed in terms of manifesting. So I don't prognosticate, I don't predict, I don't consider anything but you from your point of view, from the energetic point of view. And it all begins right here with the Hyper Shuffle. May I present today's Tao Manifesting Tarot. Let's get to the reading, the core energy, the key focus. Everything else kind of works around this particular energy. And today it is yin as opposed to yang. Yin and yang, yin and yang. Well, we know the yin is the more feminine, the softer, the less obvious, more behind the scenes, deeper, more intuitive, more emotional. It's quiet energy. So, what this tells me is this is an appropriate time not to necessarily turn inward, but to take more of an observatory approach to life. Watch, listen. Put the parts and pieces together. Don't make it obvious, because in so doing you might change the outcome. You don't want to do that. You want to observe things and people and places for what they are, and to interact with them as little as possible, because in your observations is where you're going to get your important information and guidance. Yin energy, a little bit softer, a little backpedaling, not so forceful. And of course we got Mars retrograde coming up, I think in about a month or so, so that sort of kind of fits. Yeah, sort of kind of fits. So let's begin. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a great card because Three of Wands means you put all the parts and pieces together. Yes, it could mean the entrepreneur pursuing the unknown, somebody who's visionary. And that's really what it is for you. Take a look at all that yellow in the card. Positivity, positivity, positivity. And as usual, the three is very significant for me. Nikola Tesla said if you knew the power of three, you could run the universe or control the universe or something interact positively with the universe. And of course, for Catholics, Christians, Trinity, very important. And that's, for me, what the three cards are about. And so, with the Three of Wands, looking out to this very bright, positive future, that's why you have to observe the yin energy. He's just looking out there. He's not doing anything particularly. He's gathering together his positivity, his energy, his enthusiasm for the future. And you see it glowing brightly. That's what you have to do. Not that you necessarily go out and chase your manifestation, but observe and see how all that is around you impacts your manifestation. Up to this point, you have let other people's thinking mess things up for you. You've accepted things that aren't true. You didn't know it, didn't intentionally do it, and it created a lot of worry, a lot of stinking thinking. And you see this gal here can walk away anytime she wants because the swords, thoughts, ideas, they're all around her. But she can step forward. There's nothing stopping her. Well, yeah, of course, she's tied. Yes, she's blindfolded. But all she's got to do is get herself a little bit free, the hands free, and she can remove all of that and walk forward. And you notice she's in a little stream, emotion, intuition. Sometimes the data can confuse. Sometimes you get buried by so much information that you get lost. And very often the information that you're fed is wrong. Follow your intuition. That's yin energy. Deep, 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 deep. How do you do that? Well, very simple. Chariot card. You notice the person doesn't have any holes over the two sphinx dogs, whatever these things are. She controls them, or he controls them, I can't tell, male, female, looks kind of female. But anyway, controls them with their mind, with their intention, with their thoughts. Again, here is another yin card. I mean, there's nothing obvious in terms of her control, or his control. but they do control the direction. You have a choice. Two sphinxes, you have a choice. That's the deal. And that's why I'm saying the idea of the all the information that you've been fed has been more to confuse you and less to enthuse you. Right? That's where these two cards are polar opposites. Just keep throwing things at them all the time. Another disaster, another this or that or the other thing. It'll confuse them. They're going to get wrapped up in their thoughts. But here you have the Three of Wands saying, no. I'm very clear on my intention. And that clarity of intention is very yin-like. That means you got a decision. Page of Swords. You're going to get some information. You're going to get some insight. Just sitting back watching. It's amazing what you can learn by just observing. And that's what you have to do. The Page of Swords, if you do that, you're going to get some insight, some information, something that will allow you to move forward with your manifestation. Okay? Yin energy. Again, observing. And again, we go to a card that is very popular. Five of Swords, right? A lot of noise for nothing. That's really what it's all about. Okay, they say, in the card that he's taken all the credit for the victory and did nothing for it. I don't think that's the case at all. You see that bright light behind him. I think what he's done is decided what is important to him, what thinking, what thought sources are important to him, and he's getting inspiration, therefore the bright light. I think that's what the whole thing is about. Because up to this time, he's let other people do the thinking for him, give him the information, false information. Now he's deciding to think for himself. And just that decision is yin. Another yin decision is to leave the burdens behind. Ten of Wands. Other people have put expectations on you. Other people have told you what's important. Other people have more or less guided your life in their direction, in their favor. You're now saying that's enough. And again, just that decision is a very yin energy and very important to your manifesting. And we move from there to one of my favorites, the Six of Swords. Again, ideas, swords, ideas, thoughts. Taking what she knows is important to her intuitively, that's the Moon. She senses this is important and valuable information, insight, and then she goes to calmer waters. She goes to where it's much more peaceful, much more pleasant, much more productive and positive. That's what you have to do. And again, it's just yin energy. It's just recognizing, understanding, and deciding. It'll take you to the happy place. Yeah, the Four of Wands, where you have that joy, that positivity, that enthusiasm, that possibility for the life that you really deserve and want. But it takes much less effort and much less energy than you've put into it up to this point. It takes that yin energy. And the final card, the vice versa card, in reverse, it is actually the strength card, I believe, or no, justice. Justice. But it's in reverse. Again, emphasizing the yin part of it. Remember, when it comes to the vice versa cards, if they are in reverse, that doesn't mean anything's being kept away from you. It means it has to go quiet, underground. It's not obvious. And that's what's going on. That's what this whole reading is about. You are making some fundamental change or changes. You know exactly what they are, what area of your life, you know why you have to do them. You may even have a pretty good idea how you have to do them. But all the parts and pieces that are missing from your manifestation, you will pick up if you only use yin energy. That is more of a passive, observing kind of energy. Don't be so focused on doing. Be more focused on being. Big difference. You can do it. Thumbs up for the folks at YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share. Tomorrow back again with another Manifesting Tarot. Got some great stuff for you. Hope you're with me. But between now and the next time you and I have a chance to manifest together, as always, always, peace and blessings.